Hey, hello everyone at RPG Limit Break. Thanks for spending your weekend with us here at the B.O.S. Marathon. We're going to be having a race between JacoboTheChocobo and Tavetendo in Gemfire, the SNES version. This game actually has multiple releases, NES, multiple platform releases, NES, SNES, Genesis version, PC version. The SNES version is one of my favorites, and I think it's the favorite of the runners as well. The music is amazing. But these two runners, while really close on competing in this game in terms of time, this game is basically a minefield when it comes to RNG, and we don't really know what scenario, what's going to happen in the run. While we have some of the route down, anything could happen. So I'm going to try to call it as best as I can. They're going to be starting on the Gemfire scenario, which is scenario 4. Reason for that is it's got probably the fastest route through the game because you have more provinces already in your possession. The basic gist of the game is to conquer all of Ishmeria, which is 30 provinces, and they're going to do that either by defecting or by battling it out. We'll see how it goes, though. The basic gist, though, is again, conquer all 30 territories and take over. They've chosen the Blanche family that has the most starting territories. It's also easier to pin down Ander. So before we get to the race, we just choose an advisor. Looks like they're going to choose their own just for fun, and then I'm going to count them down. All right. So let's go. Runners are ready, I hope. I'm going to give them a countdown from 3. 3, 2, 1, go.
And that will be going through on the... There we go.
Okay. Race is underway. First thing they're going to do is change the speed for 0, message speed to 0. And basically... I don't have Jacobo's stream going. All right, there we go. Next thing they're going to do is try to defect early on a Pender and see if they can get Wraith as well. So this is going to be very fast. A lot of this is happening on the menu. It's very just fast menuing. They want to try to get as many early defects in the first month as possible. Yeah, for a Koei game, this is probably the most intuitive. So looks like Tave actually is with an early start on defects. He's got 18 and 19. So we're watching the northeast family, the Brown family, take over each territory. It looks like Jacobo struggling with some of the defects though. He's going to still try to defect 18 and 19 to get the ball rolling. So right now, that's their main focus. Defect on the right side, on the Lancashire family on the southeast. Both of the runners didn't get a landlock on the Lancashire family, so as you can start seeing Lancashire spread out on the southeast corner, that's going to be a bit of a problem. But they're working that out. Let's see. So this is going to be a really tough call too, because anything can happen. Right now they're safe so far in the north. There haven't been any rogue attacks. Looks like Tidoria family on the southwest is giving, let's see, Tave a little bit of an issue. It's giving both runners an issue, actually. Oh, Tave's getting really good defects, though. So Tave got Hubert in 28. So as you can tell, Tave already conquering most of the Lancashire spots down south. He's got Pender, he's got Hubert. He's 2 up against Jacobo right now. And... the other thing that they're going to be doing is they're going to be moving troops to the front lines. So basically, beef up any territory that's on the, bordering an enemy. So that's the other strategy in the game. But like I said, this happens very quickly. It's basically a year, like 12 months, and every territory gets 1 turn per month. All right, so Gwen's still trying to go for the Huberts. The Kelvin. Kelvin and gets Kelvin. All right, so Tave actually has probably the lead right now. Tave's getting all the defects. JacoboTheChocobo struggling to get defects, having to resort to backup strats. I saw Scotimus in the chat too. Scotimus was probably we would say the gem father of this speedrun in STA. Long time, and a lot has changed since then. Basically, right now it's just try to get early defects, and from there on, they're going with anything else that needs to be done is just going to come down to a battle. So, Chocobo choosing to do a battle at this point. So you're gonna see a battlefield here, which is completely AI driven on the computer side, and then you have the manipulation on your side to basically take over the computer AI. The AI in this game is not that great. The AI is not that great. It's it's usually you can win the battle. You just have to play it safe. So as you can tell, Tave's having a really good run. He's just focused on defects. He's getting the surrenders. He's basically taking over all of Ishmeria in little effort. Meanwhile, Chocobo's resorting to the fight. He's probably not even watching what's happening on the stream right now. So the fact that he's doing a fight right now is kind of troublesome, because the fight is kind of a relaxed part of what you would normally be doing, which is on Tave's side, just menuing, plundering, defecting, forcing surrenders. So we have one side doing diplomatic strats because it's working out, and unfortunately Chocobo's having to do the fights. But the fights are really cool. The fights are actually really cool. Ooh. Tave just going for a quick fight into the Lyle family there, 6-2, getting that. Didn't even have to see the battlefield. Alright, so Chocobo is still struggling to get some of the defects. Actually, he's coming up ahead now with, he got the Todoria family, so Todoria is good. Oh, and he's got Hubert, so Hubert's good now as well. Actually, this just kind of went even. They're both trying to get Lancashire, and Lancashire is going to be a little bit of a problem because, like I said, it didn't get landlocked, so it's spread out. So that's a couple more territories than they're probably used to in the speedrun having to deal with. Chocobo is pulling away with another defect from Lancashire. This is insane. So early defects, like Tave was having breakfast with the other families, and Chocobo is basically having lunch with them right now. He's just catching up by way of the Lancashire defects. Lancashire doesn't surrender. They have to be driven to one province, and then you have to destroy that province. The main strat, though, is weaken Ezelred. He's already pretty weak at this point. He's the ruler of that family. We usually just plunder the heck out of that province, and then this way it's a free fight. He won't even be able to defend himself. And yes, this was called Royal Blood in Japan. So they're running the US version on the SNES. Like I said, probably one of the best ones. Just the music is really nice, very intuitive, graphics are pretty. For a Koei game, this was a very nice put together game. Easy to come by. Both striking out on the Tate family, so that's even. So right now they're trying to get 23-24 in control. Both struck out at the same time. Actually, that was pretty sync. Lyle family has to get down to 2 provinces, and they gotta banish Ander. So none of that work's been done yet. So we're waiting on that northwest territory, the blue. Let's see here. And they're probably just going to beef up there and start a fight like Chocobo's doing right now. Chocobo's going into the Ander fight. Chocobo's taking Pender. Pender's the strongest general in this scenario. And Pender's going to have the higher war stat. So he's going to be able to take out Ander pretty quickly. Tave's going for free fights. Like I said, if you overpower with troops, you just take over the territory immediately. You don't have to see the battlefield. So actually, at this point, Tave's got to move in on Ander from 9. Chocobo's got it already in action here. Tave's still going for some defects with his other territories. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, the fight over on Chocobo's, it's rare we see these fights in the speedrun because usually it's all defects or reset. But the Ander fight, yeah, kind of have to see. It shouldn't be any issue though. Like Pluvius, which is the 5th gem for the Lyle family, wizard there. They turn animations off, so we don't get to see the cool animations. We just see the damage being dealt. The NES versions, all of them are basically the same, just the speed, like menu speed and graphics. But the Genesis version is actually the fastest version. All right, Tave grabbing 22 from Lancashire while he had the opportunity. Still is going to have to defect 20, 21, and 30 though, or beat them down. So still a bit of work to do, and Tave still has to get Ander. So while Chocobo's hanging out in the battlefield, Tave's trying to get as much work done here. Doing some plunder strats. Not too bad. It's always good to weaken the opponent by stealing their money and food. This way you have a better chance of just winning the fight without even having to see the battlefield. And there you go. Chocobo's banished Ander. We say goodbye to Ander. And now that Ander's gone, that Lyle family is going to be much more willing to defect. There you go. So Chocobo's pulling Adriel. Chocobo's going to try for Walther up on 8. You'll get some refusals. It's all RNG. We don't know. It's like 50-50 chance every time you press that. Yay. So it could take a bit, but now that Ander's gone, it should be fine. And it looks like Tave is going to move into Lyle family now, trying to take out Ander, or banish Ander. Chocobo got Walther. He needs one more territory before Lyle will surrender. They need to be down to 2. That's the blue family. He's just going to fight. He's just going to try to fight, see if he can win it. Nope, he got repelled. So when diplomacy fails, sometimes you just have to fight it out. But the fight failed. I think he's going to resort back to defections. They want to be done before September. When September hits, everybody gets a boost from food and it's a problem. So they hopefully should be wrapping up before September hits, but we don't know. I think Chocobo hired some orcs to see if he could even the playing field a little bit in the battle. Still, oh my goodness, and they captured Andrew, so that didn't work out. But Tave working down the Tate family in the center there. So this is looking good. Tave still has to deal with Ander though. Chocobo, they're holding out on Chocobo. Just didn't bring the roses for the Lyle family. Nobody wants to join Chocobo's conquest here. Meanwhile, Tave starting to dwindle down the families in the middle. He's still gonna have a little bit of a problem with Lancashire though. So Tave might have a problem in the late game here. We'll see what happens. Chocobo working on 7 right now. See if he can get this to kick over. Tave sweeping the Lancashire family along the coast there. That's going on. Yeah, it's more of an obscure game. I would say it's a well-constructed SNES game though. Like this is probably one of the most funs you can have casually, 2 players. There's a lot of options, but somewhat unheard of. All right, so right now they're beefing up their border. Chocobo with the orcs, so hiring the 5th unit to try to take down 7. 7 is not giving in by force at all. Oh my goodness. Chocobo just failing repeatedly at taking over 7. I don't know what his plan's going to be at this point. You can't recruit Seth for some reason. Seth is like holding out, and 7 just won't go down. This is giving Tave some opportunity to catch up. Tave's going to go for the Ander fight here. Tave might get a free Ander fight. Let's see what happens. By free fight, meaning we don't have to see the battlefield. Nope. Oh, okay. So this is rare. Tave's got a fight with Ander, and there's the pasta. The pasta is like a special 5th unit that shows up when when it wants to help out a ruler, and it's really cool. Although it's mostly defensive, not offensive. It's just the music's amazing. So this is a treat. The fact that we get to see a pasta in the battlefield is a treat, but it's not good for Tave's run at the moment because he's got to deal with that. Hopefully, he shouldn't have any issue. He's way overpowered compared to Ander. Garen is also a good general, good war stat. Shouldn't be any issue, but yeah, pasta. It's P-A-S-T-A-T-H-A. Okay, Chocobo's doing his war fights against Lancashire right now, just to make things go quicker, I guess, in terms of like I said, the Lancashire family's pretty weak. They'll probably go down quicker in fights than Lyle. Although Geolog holding out, I don't know what Chocobo's move's gonna be. He's tried everything at this point. He's thrown swords at the Eastern defects. Lyle's not giving in. Seth continuing to refuse. Like maybe he should. I don't know what Seth is interested in right now. The pasta. Yeah, we miss all their animations, but there are some cool fight animations. We turn those off, obviously, for the sake of this video. You gotta play this game and see all the animations. It's really cool. All right, so we got a little bit of break on Tave's side because Tave's just going to be in that battle. He should have no issue destroying all the units. So we'll watch what Chocobo's coming up with here to try to take down the Lyle family. Like the Lyle family. Oh, one more attack. Let's see, 9-7. No. Oh my goodness. This is ridiculous. Like, I don't think 7 has anything left. Like, is he going to view that territory to see what they have? No. He's viewing 22, though. He's going to keep plundering 22, steal their food, steal their money, so they're a quick fight. The record for this game is now under 8 minutes. Yes. Like, Chocobo just improved it. Tave hasn't been updating his PB yet, but he's at like 11 minutes. It's pretty quick. It's a pretty quick game if you get all the defects you need. Wow, okay. So Tave's getting a hold of Lyle family right now. Chocobo's still struggling. So that's going to put Tave up a whole other family. He just has to take down 21 and 30. That's it. Oh, Chocobo getting the fight just at the same time. This is ridiculous. This is going to come down to the wire. Oh! Chocobo got one more fight. And it's turn order that's going to make this race. He should be able to take out this province in one attack. Oh my god. Tave's not getting the the lower provinces to get the fight. Chocobo's gonna win this. One more territory to go. If it's turn order, 29. That's it. He needs 29. Tave needs 21 and 30. He's getting the turn order. If this fight goes down, it's in Chocobo's hands. No, Alfred's holding out. This could be an issue. We might go around one more month here. Tave's got to be careful. He's in August. If that September hits, it's going to make these bottom fights a lot harder. So like I said, Lancashire family holding out. They're not going to surrender. They have to go down via fight. This is probably one of the best races you can have for this game. It was everything. It was fights. It was defects. Tave's making the sweep, getting the turn order. Oh my goodness, has the 28 to 30? Is it going to happen? He puts the entrust on so we don't have to see the battlefield. Chocobo's moving the troops to the edge. Is it going to be fast enough though? He's not. Oh my god, they resisted in 30. That's giving Chocobo the move. Oh my goodness. Oh, and Chocobo's got the fight. And that's it. The Lancashire family is overthrown. GG to Jacobo the Chocobo. It came down to turn order. Turn order. If any one of them got the lower province first with troops, the fight would have been over. Tave's coming in right here. No! What's happening? 30's still resisting. Tave's not going to be happy about that. It's September. We get to see the fire. But Tave is not going to be happy with that. That should have been. This is where RNG's really heavy. The AI in this game. You're completely overpowering the enemy in 30. You just saw it. He has 0 troops. Tave's got everything in his power. He's got to go to a battle. Just the dragon is there. What is happening? He's not going to fight it. He's not even interested. So he bounced the dragon. So they can't use the dragon again. So the dragon's on reserve for 3 months now. So if you use a 5th unit, you can't use it again unless it's if it's a gem, you can't use it again for 3 months. But if it's a hired mercenary, you can. Oh my goodness. I can't believe this. Ezra's just pulling out everything right now. Tave's probably pulling out his hair right now, wondering what is happening. Why is my luck like this? And I can't, like, there's only like 2 routes in this game. Like I said, you defect, you move your troops to the borders, and you either fight or you defect and force surrender. I mean, if none of that happens, normally you're just going to reset, right? If you don't get the defects you need, this is not like the runs usually don't go this far. So anything can happen. You can, what the computer is going to do is completely RNG. We don't have a level of knowledge to control every frame that that can manipulate RNG here. So they were very it's very liquid run, and they were very good in the early game. Just this. I feel like there's gonna be like 1 troop just hanging out here. Yeah, there's a couple, but he's gonna have to obliterate it. I mean, you're gonna just watch Tave obliterate the enemy at this point. I'm pretty sure he's just gonna go for complete and utter destruction here. He's gonna use that rage to just wipe out every enemy. He's got to capture the flag, but at this point you can just obliterate the enemy and you'll win as well. Or if they run out of food. I hope he doesn't run out of food. Actually, he's got 2. So Tave His general is Alex. 2 days of food. Ezra has 10 days of food. But he should be able to wipe out all the troops before 2 days. Yeah. Meanwhile, the pretty beautiful ending on Jogobo's side, Princess Robin saved. Maybe the pasta took them over the river. We don't know. Somehow they're looking back at Ishmeria, remembering the RNG and the hard times. So Ezra just camping out. The AI in this game is fairly pretty bad. Let's just put it that way. Like you could probably win every fight, even if you're underpowered. So again, animations are off, but you can watch like the stats. But this game was pretty cool in that it had animations. Like some of the Koei games are more like texts. You know, this is very graphical, very intuitive. And if you're interested in a speedrun that's like still being routed, like literally in the past 3 months, we must have changed like strategies in this game. Like every other week, there's still so much to be discovered. So like, we just talk strategy in the Discord, figuring out like, oh hey, these defects work now, and oh hey, this works now. Like this is a really cool run and community to be a part of. If anyone's interested in this game, it's very still changing. Like you could probably get down to a 3-minute run if you get really good defects. And there it is. Tave banishing Ezelred. Now we gotta wait for all the vassals. And that's gonna be time for Tave GG. Oh my goodness. The marathon territory 30 holding out. I thought it was going to be much closer than that too. I thought it was just going to come down to a free fight.
I heard the pasta theme going on.
Yeah. What we saw everything. We saw Tave get a pasta.
Yeah. We saw the bad RNG, the defects that wouldn't.
Oh, so Chocobo, you in the are we in for interview?
Is Taven?
Tave's not in yet.
I guess we
But
are.
hey,
Let me get Taven. I do have to mute Tave's audio though, because I will just get some original music on.
Chocobo, great. I mean, I don't know if you watched what happened, but it came down to your Lyle holding out bought Tave some time. Tave was getting no issues with Lyle, but didn't have a landlock on Langshire. So the Langshire balanced out your Lyle situation. But I don't know, Joe. I mean, tell me what was going on with your head with taking out 7 there, because
I just couldn't believe it. I don't know how many times I did an in-trust fight against. Like 5, 6 times. It was ridiculous. Dave, I heard the pasta theme, man.
You know, the pasta didn't make me upset. I feel like I was probably really close to you, except at the very end of August, I did an entrust against Ezelred that I should have won because he had less than 40 food, and I didn't. And then that added probably 4 or 5 minutes to my time.
Yeah,
But GG, Jacobo.
Thank you.
Yeah, Tave, it came down to turn order. But then 30 should have kicked over. Like, literally, Jogobo was on 20, having to do 1 fight in Langshire, and you had to do 1 fight in Langshire, but your fight just never kicked over. Like, it was unbelievable. Jogobo probably still would have came ahead because his turn order was better at that end, but I don't know. I was wondering what you were thinking after 30 just wouldn't give in. Like that was.
I was frustrated, but I was really happy that my Lyle strats I developed in the last couple of weeks worked really well for me.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, something got Lyle before I did.
Yeah, Lyle looked good. Yeah, so like the strats seemed to work out on Lyle. You didn't have. I didn't see any early issues. Do you remember any early issues? Either of you?
I probably could have bounced to 21, but I was scared after what happened in my practice, and that would have landlocked Lancashire. so that's probably what killed me. But I was afraid of losing 19 or 21, and so I didn't do it, just hoping that plundering would get it for me before September, and it should have. It just RNG said no.
I had a hard time getting defections, Tave. I couldn't get Pinder, I couldn't get Face for like, I don't know, 2 months maybe. I forget where I went. Couldn't get Hubert, then finally I started getting some people trickling in. Edric attacked me when I got to Kelvin, which was annoying. I had to fight that fight and did not capture him, of course. Yeah.
My defections were actually beautiful. I have no complaints with my defections tonight.
Yeah, Jacobo didn't get those early defections. Tave was leading in the early game with defections. Even I think Hubert was a hit as well. But then not having that landlock on Langshire, that's when it got close. Because Lyle family was giving Jacobo a trouble, and
so much grief.
Landlock on Langshire, you had extra Langshire fights to do or deal with.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be interested to look at the VOD at what my time would have been had I gotten 30 when I should have.
I saw September. Imagine myself if that happened to me, like just biting my controller, not being able to keep it together.
Well, I felt like my defections early were good, and my Lyle family strats worked beautifully, so I figured I was going to come in underestimate. So that was my biggest goal.
Right.
Because I had to fight the pasta, which, you can't be mad at the pasta. I felt like killing it since it's the Guardian, but things have to be done.
Right. Also, they're like multiple pastas because they just come to you once they like you, once you have a lot of good deeds on your province, right? So I mean, you'll regenerate. There'll be more.
Yeah, this.
Sin, thank you for commentating.
I thought this was on stream. This conversation.
No. I talk. People. Okay, so I figured I'd say this. When I'm directly audio capturing, I have the ability to talk to people. So I just wanted to remind them off mic that plug the Discord and stuff. But your entire conversation was on. It was just my mic that was off on OBS. Don't worry. Yeah, I'm just
behind
saying.
the curtain.
Okay, I'm just saying, Discord, because I know some people forget to plug Discords and stuff, so I figured I'd remind you.
Yeah. So
Sin, did my new strats kind of throw you at the beginning?
A little bit. Like I said, the strats were really fast in the beginning, and I wasn't sure where it was going to lead. Everybody's route is different depending on how the RNG plays out. So I was just hoping that at least you wouldn't get the major issues in the beginning, which is like a Kayla attack or some random thing that we've never seen before.
Neither of us got the Kayla fight, which I'm happy.
Yeah, everything looked really good. So if this is still coming through,
it is. Don't worry, we're still live.
I want to make sure that like I said, we have a Discord. All the information's on speedrun.com, and in the Discord, it's a great place to connect with Tave, Jacobo. These are really active. It's a really active and fluid community, and anybody can come up with potentially a new strat in this game. So it's a really exciting time for the game. Scotimus, I know his SDA run. It's still out there. One of the founding, we said the gem father of this game.
The gem father, that's right.
And Tave's done this a few times now in marathons. Jacobo's holding the record right now, but anything could change on the SNES version. Anko's holding the record on the Genesis version, which is also really neat. The PC version.
Jacobo has NES too.
Yeah, because no one else has played it. It's a lonely.
Yeah, I recommend hanging out. It's really a really fun game. If you enjoyed what you saw, it could be a really exciting race as well because anything can happen. And if we don't have any more, I'll let you two speak. You two are the runners.
No, I just want to say thanks to everybody who's watching. Right in the commentary. I'm sure that was difficult to bounce around. Oh, this section didn't work. Oh, I think he has the. I don't know. Like, is it August?
And Tave.
No, thank you guys for watching. Like, Gemfire is a great game. When I picked it up, a little over a year ago, the record was 40 minutes, and now Jacobo's record is sub 8. It's come a long way as a game, so it's an exciting time. We're still finding new stuff. The game still teaches us new stuff because it makes no sense. But it's a great time to run this game and to learn from it.
Yeah, and to see the past every once in a while.
All right, well, thank you again to the two runners. GG's. Again, I'm Sin, and thanks for checking out the marathon this weekend, spending time with RPG Limit Break. Great marathon. So more to come. Thank you again for the restream and everyone at RPG Limit Break behind the scenes. Thank you.